Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's been a very long time since I've been live, but thought I'd go live. I've been trying to go live about this particular topic. Well, probably I was thinking about it for a while, and I was like, well, let me just go ahead and do it today on this Thursday. Got a very little amount of time to do this. But before we get into what I titled this, Cheesecake Factory Me, I am Shamel Jackson, the author of Wait and Girl, Forget All That, Moving Forward After a Relationship Ends. And it's Throwback Thursday, so we talking about something that happened years ago. And I'm also wearing something that I got made before I got the new book out. This is actually the part of the cover from my first Girl, Forget All That. So I said, let me just wear that. Let me go take it back to the first Forget All That. But yeah, y'all. But hope you guys are doing well. It's springish, winterish. No, it's springish, fallish in Memphis. So yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully by Thanksgiving, the weather will be what it's supposed to be in the fall. But of course, everyone's not able to catch this live. So thank you for catching the replay. I'm also on Facebook too, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go on Facebook too to talk about this, but I'm thinking about going there, but not today. Maybe the weekend. But today it's gonna be Instagram. So if you are not aware, for weeks now there has been it was an acting thing. Now it wasn't real, but a couple of weeks ago, maybe even last month, there was a video. It went viral about a woman was upset that her date took her to the Cheesecake Factory for the first date, and so it was about a 10-minute video, and she was complaining about it, but he had made reservations somewhere else, but she was running late, so they missed the reservation, so he ended up going to the Cheesecake Factory. So that video kind of turned into people making lists about, women making a list about places they wouldn't go on the first date, and Cheesecake Factory was on the list, Chili's, a lot of places. Now, if you've seen the list, there are some things I don't think you should go on the first date, like the person's house. Like, you don't know them, you don't really know them people, so why would you go to somebody's house? If y'all got some other type of agreement, then I guess you will go to somebody's house on the first date. But no, I wouldn't go to somebody's house on a first date. So there were things on there that I definitely would agree with, but there were also things on there that I have been to on a date, and not only a date but first date. So that's what I'm going to talk about right now, me and the Cheesecake Factory. First of all, I'm gonna go for where we are now, and then I'm gonna go backtrack. So in my book, Girl, Forget All That, I talk about going back into the dating scene. And I talk about how I went to one of my favorite restaurants on the first date. And it just ironically, Cheesecake Factory is one of my favorite restaurants. And we ended up going there. I picked it because he asked me where I want to go. And I said, I'm going to the Cheesecake Factory. I like cheesecake. And then I also bake. And many years ago when I was in college, the first thing I baked was a brownie cheesecake. And I got it out of an Essence magazine, Christmas edition Essence magazine. And from there, I've been baking ever since. So you're talking about, I don't know how many years that was ago. Maybe I was a sophomore or junior in college. So if I was a junior, it probably was like at least 16, 17 years ago that I've been on this baking thing. So cheesecake, this how this all started. I don't know why I started liking cheesecake like this. I don't know. My mom didn't bake cheese. I don't remember her baking cheesecake as a kid. I just don't know where this fascination with cheesecake came from. So when I made I didn't even make a regular cheesecake. It was a brownie cheesecake. It had the brownie bottom and then cheesecake on top. And now the brownie I did not make from scratch. Now I can make brownies from scratch now, but I did not make the brownies from scratch. But I made the cheesecake from scratch. But anyway, that turned out good. And so I just been going at it since then. So then, so back to where we are now. I went on a date to Cheesecake Factory. And y'all, first of all, Cheesecake Factory prices have went up. So they're really not the same price they were 3 years ago that I went on this date. Like, It's literally been almost a little over 3 years ago since I've been on. Well, not to the Cheesecake Factory, but to on that date. And so, but the prices have changed. The cheesecake's always been expensive. It's gotten even more expensive. Like, I was just there for the cheesecake. And check this out, y'all. I'm from Memphis, and we didn't have a Cheesecake Factory, but we had one in Nashville. So it's two stories to this cheesecake. So I'm trying to make a long story short. So we didn't have a Cheesecake Factory. So I was in school in Chattanooga. When I don't know if I was into Cheesecake Factory when I was in college. I don't remember. I know I was after the fact, because I'm going to tell that story in a minute. But I didn't like the food at Cheesecake Factory. When I first went, I didn't like the food. But now I like the food. So I don't know what happened. When I would go out of town someplace, I would see, dude, I got a Cheesecake Factory. So I would go to Cheesecake Factory. Like, I went to Cheesecake Factory in LA. I'm not telling that story, but it's still funny. So I went to Cheesecake Factory in LA. I've been to Cheesecake Factory in Nashville. I don't know if I've been to Cheesecake Factory in Atlanta. I don't remember, because I've been to Atlanta, but I don't think I do have a story about the Cheesecake Factory in Atlanta, but I did not go there. So anyway, the date that I went on Cheesecake Factory, it was a good day. So you don't like, if you don't like Cheesecake Factory because it's nasty, then that's a different story. But to say that it's a low class, I mean, it's a nice restaurant overall, I think. But even if you don't like the food, so what else I gonna say? So yeah, I went on a date, and it was a good date. Now, if you read the book or even just saw a few snippets of videos I've done on this page, you'll know that situation didn't turn out none like I expected at all, like none at all. And so, but even though it ended how it ended, to this day I'm currently using lessons from that experience. So I'm grateful for the positive that came out of the situation and things that I learned from that person. So even from his life and his death. So all I can do is pull what I need to learn from that versus the trauma from the death and the experience overall with that person. So anyway, so we went there on the first day. I got cheesecake. I mean, I got everything. I got everything. I'm like, I'm not going to the Cheesecake Factory and I get cheesecake. I think it was, at this time it was October. So they had the fall, the holiday special cheesecake. So I think I got pumpkin pecan. Now, I'm not a pumpkin pie eater, but I will eat a pumpkin pecan cheesecake. And I got it that day. And he was laughing at me because I was turning that cheesecake up. Now, normally, I hate some of my food, and then I was trying to eat that cheesecake. So I took the rest of it home. All the food and the cheesecake. But he was clowning me about that cheesecake. He's like, you basically was saying, you were really going to town on that cheesecake. I didn't know I was. But hey, but it was a good day. So apparently I didn't feel shame at all with this person because I was going to town on the cheesecake. So hey, it was a very comfortable day. I had a good time. No regrets about that date, the place, the person, what I ate. So it was all good. So that's that, right? Now, this next story is years ago with somebody I dated. And so he was going to Atlanta with his family. I don't know when this was. I guess it was on a holiday break because he was in his last year of college. I was just barely out of college. And he went to Atlanta with his family. And no, I wasn't barely out of college. I was 2 years out of college. Just thought about it. I was 2 years out or 1 year out. But he went to Atlanta. And I don't know how this topic about cheesecake came about. But again, Memphis did not have a Cheesecake Factory. So wherever I'm going, they got Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to go. And so I never had a cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I never had it. So he went to Atlanta. I guess I was talking about it. And then I think I mentioned it would be really great if you brought a piece of cheesecake. Y'all, this man brought back a piece of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. It was a strawberry cheesecake. Now I've tried different ones, so I don't really go get a strawberry cheesecake when I go. I always get something out of the ordinary. So, but he brought it back, and he told me the story about him bringing that cheesecake back because I think it was almost like, it's in the car. So the car is, you drive it. So it's like probably falling on the floor. It just all kinds of stuff happened to the cheesecake. It don't matter. It's still in the box. I was going to eat that cheesecake, whether it's shaped like a cheesecake or not. And I did eat the cheesecake as was in that box. And it was great. And I think what made it great, not because I like cheesecake, but because it was a thought behind the cheesecake. Now listen. If you're watching this video, if a man is watching this video, don't try to pull that same stunt now. It's over with. That was cute then. It's over. It's happened now. But no, it was a really kind gesture, and it just proves that, and this when I was like 23, 24, I think he was the same age. So, but it was a nice gesture. When you like somebody, you want to do things for them that they like. So I thought that was really sweet. Him to bring that cheesecake all the way from Atlanta, and I ate it every bit of it. So my experience with Cheesecake Factory has always been great. I went there for my birthday one year. In fact, the birthday that I talked about in the book, Girl Forget All That, the 33rd birthday, I went to Cheesecake Factory on my birthday. And so I don't think I got cheesecake that day, but I did. And you know what's interesting is I got plenty of stories about Cheesecake Factory. Now, he brought me the cheesecake. Now I wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory, and I think me, him, no, I know me, him, and one of my friends, we was trying to do like a couples trip to Nashville for a concert, but we ended up not going, and I just wanted to get to the Cheesecake Factory, so I ended up getting a gift card. Well, yeah, I ended up getting a gift card from the Cheesecake Factory, so I used that. I did go to the one in Atlanta, y'all, because I went on a trip with my friend to Atlanta that year, and we went to the Cheesecake Factory. Now, me and the guy had broken up at this point. I talk about that in my first book, Wait, Women Intimate Tales, but we had broken up at this point, so I went to Cheesecake Factory with her, and me and her are always talk about Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, all the things. In fact, I just shared with her the new cheesecake they got for the holidays, which I probably won't be trying because it's peppermint chocolate. I don't know. But anyway, so I'll be going there very soon. Cheesecake Factory, I'll be going very soon. We'll see if I talk about that. Probably not. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm going there very soon. But that is the two stories. Oh no, before I think around the time when I wanted to go to Nashville to that concert to get to Cheesecake Factory, I was reading a book and it mentioned the Cheesecake Factory on the back of the book. I don't know what book it was, but I remember going to the library. No, I was at Barnes and Noble, and they had the summary on there. It was about, they had mentioned the Cheesecake Factory. I feel like it was a book by one of my favorite authors. Now I'm gonna have to go look up the book because I remember telling my coworker about it because she knew I wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory, and she was like, "Now you gotta go. That's a sign." Yes, it's absolutely a sign. And so, but y'all, Cheesecake, if you haven't been to Cheesecake Factory, they have like 100,000 things on that menu. I was looking at it last night, and now there's some things I've got there that I don't like, obviously, but for the most part, it's still. Now, is it my number one restaurant? No, it's not. I've had others, so I don't know if I'll be going to those others on another first date, but it was cool. It was cool. So that's Cheesecake Factory Me. I think that's all I was gonna say about that. Just know that's the story. When I mentioned that story in the book, which is is available also on ebook. So if you're not a paperback person, I have it on Kindle on Amazon for $9. So check it out. It's $18 if you get it on Amazon, $18 if you get on my website, but you get a personalized copy from me if you purchase it on my website, which is in the link in my bio. Yep, I sign it, leave a little message, give you a bookmark, and if excuse me, so purchase off the website. You can get your signed copy from moi. But yeah, I'm gonna head on out here. I don't think I'm gonna get on Facebook. I think I'm gonna do that another day because I'm crunched for time today. I don't know where the time has went, but it has went. It is daylight saving times. It ain't saving me no time. What is it, saving daylight savings time? But I like it being light at 6 something, but I don't like it being dark at 5 something. So it just can I get both? Can I get light at 6 something and light at 5 something? But I'm confused about that. How it went dark to like 8 o'clock before daylight saving time. So now it's dark at 5. That's a 3 hour difference. So how is us changing our clocks 1 hour making it dark so quick? I need somebody to explain that to me. I do. But that's it. It's something else I want to talk about, but that's different from this. Something that came to my mind, what happened to me, and it's about our worth. But if you, this is something new I'm doing. Fat Tuesdays. Forget all that Tuesdays. I post a message coming from my book, Girl, Forget All That. Some words of wisdom. So if you missed that, you can check it on my profile, and there'll be a new one posted on Tuesdays. Most likely it's posted after 3 o'clock until further notice, but it's posted on Tuesdays. One day I'm going to get back to the verse of the week and Wild Wednesdays. Just not right now. Just not right now. I got to give me a schedule, and I got to get it probably the new year before I start that back up, because trying to hustle it all together now will be difficult. But I also want to know, I think I'm gonna post this tomorrow or sometime during the weekend. It's a message I did, or video I did. I've been vlogging, so if you haven't seen the videos, go to my YouTube channel. The full videos of me vlogging behind the scenes of doing this book from last year and my healing process from the death of someone I was interested in. Like, all of that is on YouTube. The full video is on YouTube. There's another video that I'm going to do that I did around Thanksgiving last year. I'm not gonna post it today. I thought I was gonna post it today, but look, y'all, I'm crunched for time. Okay, I can't do it today. So I gotta get my priorities right. So it's good that I'm doing this live. I'm good doing that, but I think I should be able to post it on Saturday. Y'all have time to edit it and post it on Saturday. Well, I'm edited as in, like, I can't post a whole video. Well, I might be able to post a whole video here. It's 14 minutes long. I don't know if I can upload it to Instagram, and it's taking forever to upload anything on here. So, sorry, Instagram, but I don't know if it's my phone or y'all, but yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to post about that, because I mentioned what the video is about, something I mentioned in my book, the healing process, it was kind of different. The healing process from the death is definitely different from the healing process from a breakup. Like, it's some of the same strategies I use, or tools I use are, similar, but then again, I had to do a lot of things different, because it's the difference between somebody physically leaving your life versus, like physically no longer on this earth, but then emotionally, like the breakup, I can see him again, he's still alive. And so, but that person, until we meet again, that type of thing. So, yeah, it's quite different, y'all. It's cool. I don't know if anybody who's watching has ever experienced that, but I just reflect on where I was last year, and yeah, grief is something else. And now that the holidays are coming back up, of course, you're going to think about that person. I mean, if that person was important to you, you're going to think about it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the level of thinking about them, how you're thinking about them, what is happening when you think about them. Is it triggered or something? Is it some undealt with pain, hurt, unforgiveness, like all the things. But there's good, you're going to remember. And I try to reflect on that. And like I said, there's lessons I'm currently using now that I learned from that experience, and him period, as a person, and things that he said the last conversation we had. And I'm like, yeah, I'm grateful for it, even though I didn't particularly like the last conversation. I hate that it ended the way it did. The last conversation was that sucked. But there's definitely one piece in there for sure that I pulled from it and that I'm using to this day. So anyway, let me get out of here. I'll be talking forever. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching the replay. And we'll see you next time. Bye.